Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you for taking a few minutes on a busy holiday, and I'll try to move quickly this morning. And we will be in the 19th chapter and beginning in the 26th verse. And we're going to look at four quick proverbs that Solomon gives, and they are very very serious warnings that Solomon is going to give that again reveal once again the danger, the consequences of making unwise, unrighteous decisions. So, beginning in verse 26, he says, "He that wasteth his father and chaseth away his mother is a son that causeth shame and bringeth reproach." Another of numerous warnings for a child to honor their parents, to not mistreat, or as the phrase uses here, chase away their parents. The idea of wasting a parent is to abuse or assault, and so this I think is even going even a little further than just dishonoring or not obeying. But as we unfortunately see too often in the news of parents, especially elderly parents, being mistreated by their children, and so this is a horrible sin that Solomon describes. Verse 27: "Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge." Regardless, and here whether you're a young person or old, to the child, he says, when you stop listening to instruction, you stop learning, and you end up going astray. You end up wandering, and you get further from God, further from the design, the will, and the purpose of God for your life. "An ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity." A person here, he really shifts gears, speaking of somebody who purposefully gives a false testimony. He says that person is ungodly. He is scorning justice. He is literally what the phrase uses there is a witness of, or witness for Belial, for Baal. And so he's saying that we liars, he says, when if we don't give honest testimony, tell the truth in circumstances, we are corrupt and mocking or rejecting God. And then the final proverb here says, "Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the backs of fools." The people that ignore warnings, such as the numerous warnings that we've seen in the book of Proverbs, he says they will be punished. On earth, they will face consequences, maybe in courts, in life, in their relationships, but ultimately standing before God when we reject the warnings that God has given us. He says there will be, I think, earthly and eternal consequences. And so what we have here are four very serious, some of the most serious I think we have come across in 19 chapters now of the book of Proverbs. Warnings of how to live our life and the severe consequences that come from disobeying or disregarding the principles and the precepts that God has given us. Something to think about today as we go through our day, go through our life, to be cautious and careful, to live our life according to the leadership of God's Word. You have a great day. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Use it with your family. Make sure you give thanks to our God who blesses us from where all our blessings come. And have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.